What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something I didn't think I was going to be able to find so fast. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys, the Joker Dragon. This is, in all honesty, pretty fucking ridiculous that this thing even exists. I'm going to try to get the best angle here for the box because it is a little bit different. This is a vehicle. There's the barcode if you're looking for it. On the side it just says the Joker Dragon. On the other side just the Joker Dragon. And then, you know, the top just open, and then the back you get like the physical render of the figure, or like the non-physical render, I guess. So yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. If I'm being completely honest, I did not read the book that this is from. I know that this is an army builder. Like, I'm pretty sure there were multiple of these. So, like, if you want to get multiple, you can do that. I know Batman does ride it at one point. They just kind of fly around the air. How they fly, I don't really know because there's no wings or anything. But anyway, this is wacky as fuck. I really love the Joker, so getting every kind of figure of him is what I like to do, and I definitely don't have anything like this in my collection at all. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop this son of a bitch open. So getting this guy out of the package, he is very weird. There's a couple things that I don't like, but I guess for what it's supposed to be, it's very well done. They're fairly well done. There are certain things about it that I really like, but then there's certain things about it that I think could have been done a little bit better. So there's not really much to go over. In the way of accessories, you don't get any. You just get the stand, which I guess I'll show off a little bit more later. And of course, the trading card. There's a read-up. I know a lot of people will probably want to read this. Like, I read it, and I definitely learned something about this. So go ahead and read that if you want to, because it's one of those characters that I think needs a read-up or deserves one. But let's go ahead and pop him off the stand for right now. The pop-off is a kind of an overstatement. It really just rests on there. It's just a clear stand. The small part is supposed to go on the tail. Large part, it has like this little piece for the fins. I saw some other reviewer doing it like this and was getting frustrated at it. And I was just like, oh my God, spin it around. That's how it's supposed to go. So that's how that goes. But one thing that is not an issue with this figure is the head sculpt itself. This is a wicked fucking head sculpt. Let's get some light on that. That is crazy. Like, whoever sculpted that is very talented. The design looks great. It looks just like what it's supposed to, as far as I know. Obviously, I'm not like super immersed. Oh, okay. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so that was cool. But this looks really good. You know, it looks like, I guess, what Joker would look like as a dragon. I don't really know how else to describe that, but the paint detail, the wash on there is extremely well done. The wash really brings out the sculpt of the figure. The teeth paint and the mouth paint, like the black gums with the glossy inside, looks so nice. The gills are extremely well painted as well, or at least I think they're gills. Yeah, very, very well done. The lips look good. The eyes look crazy. Like, that looks super crazy. The hair on the top also looks good. It's got a great black wash on it as well. It's a little bit softer to help with articulation a little bit. Like I said, the gills look good. And then you get this wash and dry brush across the entire body that just brings out the beautiful sculpt. You get like these armory parts on the top. And then the little claws, I guess, like I said, these are weird. This is a weird design. These little claws, they are pretty hard. They're not like pointy, but they are hard. They are painted separately, which I do like. Mattel, take notes. And then the rest of the body has like a green or like a green wash on top of the lighter green, which looks so nice. The skin looks very, very detailed. It looks right out of like a comic book. Like, it has like comic book shading. And then on the end of the tail, you get like the fin tail, which looks very cool. The other side is pretty much the same thing in detail. The wash actually looks a little bit better on this side, I would say. It might even actually be molded in there, not really sure. Either way, it looks very, very good. And it's just crazy to like hold this and like have it be a toy. It's huge. Like, it's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But so I'm going to go over articulation because there's really not much to go over, and it does have one of my issues in it. So you're going to get a double ball peg at the head, which in theory should be good, but he really doesn't look to the side very much. Like, that's about as far as you're going to go. But that like this is holding it level to the camera, and that doesn't really do much, and that's the best it's going to be because of the angle that it's at. He's not going to look up. He'll look down a little bit, and then you can rotate it around. So mediocre there. One thing that I do like is the mouth is articulated, but the tongue is separately articulated. Because I was worried when I got it, like the tongue was stuck like that. I'm like, oh man, is that really how that's stuck? But it is not. So you just gotta get your finger in there if you fucking can. If I fucking can. Whatever. You saw it happen, right? Right? You saw it. I don't have any nails, so this kind of sucks. But yeah, there you go. And then you can kind of wiggle the tongue around in there. That's pretty awesome. Nothing in the body whatsoever. A ball joint at the base of the tail would have been nice, but you do get a giant bendy wire in the tail, which I didn't know it was going to have that, because all the promotional pictures, it was like completely stiff and straight. So it'll go up and down and do anything that you want the bendy wire to do. Plus, there's no holes in this. Usually bendy wire things have holes in it. So that's pretty fucking cool. I like that a lot. But yeah, I think the articulation is solid. One thing that I'll say is I don't like the attachment to the tail, because you know you're moving it around, it pops off very easy. I wish there was more of like a snap, because in the box it's not on there. Like it's supposed to stay like that. I might put some glue in there just to hold it a little bit better. It's not the end of the world, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I think it could have been attached better. Now, what I was talking about earlier was this piece comes out. Now, this might not be intentional, but none of the other ones are even separate pieces. So to me, that is to get your Dark Knight Metal Batman, which this is not it, and put him on his back to have him ride it. And if it's not intentional, then that's a great mistake. But if it is intentional, then that's just a really good idea in general. So that is really cool to see that. Again, this is not the right Batman that you want to put on there. You're probably going to want to put on the one that comes with the axes. I forget which one that is, but I have that one. I just not with me. So that's pretty cool. And this doesn't like fall out easy. I just kind of noticed and was like, oh. So again, I don't know if that's intentional, but I'm going to say that it is. So yeah, but anyway, speaking of size comparisons, we'll go ahead and jump right into that. I know this is kind of just a one-shot thing, but there's really not a lot to necessarily go over with this guy. Just kind of, you know, general, this is just like a big toy rather than like an action figure. So here he is next to the Dark Knight's Returns Batman. So he's about from the end of the tail, which is off camera. I would say about 3 Batmans long. So, you know, about 21 inches long, I guess. If this is about a 7-inch scale figure, so I don't know. But and then here he is next to Marvel Legends, which it'll work in that too. I actually kind of like it better with the Marvel Legends. And then here he is next to NECA's Silly Kong. So, you know, like Kong's not even as tall as the tail if you look at it like from the very end. So yeah, I think overall the size of this guy is definitely worth it. So overall, I think that this is a pretty solid figure. One thing that I'm going to mention is I don't really like the stand, because like if the tail's out to the side, it falls to the side. I think the claw thing should have clicked in. Oh, did that help? It did help a little bit, so I might take that back. Still a little flimsy, but honestly, I might take that one back. But that looks pretty good. It works pretty good. You just got to like find the sweet spot, I guess, because the claws do click in there. I don't know what those things are called. So like, I don't know. Contrusion? I don't know, whatever. But the paint is awesome. The paint is very, very well done. The articulation is okay. I really, really do like the fact that the tongue is separately articulated, even if I can't get to it with my fat fingers. But I really like that. The sculpt is amazing. It looks just like skin, just like hair, just like scales. Very, very well done. The bendy wire works very nice. I just wish that the attachment point was better. And I just wish that the head articulation was a little bit better. It's the only point of articulation that you have on this thing. You might as well make it work a little bit better. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think about it. So if I'm to give this guy a rating at a price point of only $30, I think this is fair for $30, considering that this stuff is starting to become $30. I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid rating of 7 out of 10. Is it the best DC Multiverse figure ever? No. Is it the best DC Multiverse ride? Maybe. Maybe. You let me know what you guys think. But anyway, that's all I got for today. So if you have not already, please do yourself the favor and me and like, comment, subscribe. Come on, guys. We're getting so close to 800. Let's get there. I don't think 1,000 is doable by June 28th, but I'll take 800. That would be amazing. Also, please be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I have a lot of fun over there, and I'm sure you guys will too. But as always, I'll leave you guys with the bearing question. You coppin'? Let me know. See you guys in the next one. Peace.